all four faces should be touching flat against the piece of steel. As you can see, this here is not touching, and the other side as well.
Where is it not touching?
Right here on this side, barely.
Okay.
Loosen bolts so they are snug enough where you can move the band wheel. Good. We're going to tap this bearing back to straighten this wheel up.
Now we still have a gap, so we have to tap the pillow block a little more. After moving that pillow block in, we're going to check to see if it's square now. Alright, we're square on the outsides of the wheel. We have a little bit of a gap on the inside still. So we went a little past where we wanted to go. So we're going to tap it back the opposite way. We opened up on the outside just a little bit. Okay, we're closed on the outside. We still have a little bit of gap on the inside. So we're going to push the pillow block out just a little bit more. Now these numbers on the band wheel could throw your reading off if you accidentally have the bar on that. So we're very close on the outside. The inside's snug. Let's check the other side. Snug on the outside and on the inside. We tightened up the hardware on this pillow block because it was moving too much for us. So now we're going to try tapping it again just to get a little bit. Now we have the outside gap closed, as well as the inside gap on one wheel. Outside's closed on this wheel, as well as the inside. So now our wheels are flush with each other. Okay, we put the blade back on, and we're going to make sure that the gullet is 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch from the face of the wheel on both sides of it. And once we tighten it up, it should walk itself back into place. When we're checking to see how the blade tracks to the wheel, you only have to snug it up, because we'll be revolving the wheel by hand to see how it tracks. Now you just can spin the wheel with your hand, give it a few revolutions, and you should notice the blade walk into place. With an 1.5 inch wide blade, the blade will become about 1/8 of an inch hanging off the back of the wheel. Now we know that our blade is spinning true. We're going to snug the blade up to the proper tension to start cutting.
After we torque our pillow blocks.
After we torque our pillow blocks down. After the pillow blocks are torqued, we'll tension the blade to working tension. We're just going to spin the wheel again, make sure everything stayed aligned properly. Check the inside edge. It looks good. Now we're going to make sure that our drive pulley stayed aligned with our clutch. The final steps after everything's aligned would be to put the guides back on. You're going to want to revolve it by hand. After you do that, make sure that the guides stayed aligned. Once you're sure that that's all set, you put your guards back on, and you should be back in working order.